email that I sent for the PM book. So if you look at the content of the PM book, you are going to see that it's going actually to introduce you to project management. And to explain this or to learn this particular software here, I like using project management phases. And the reason why I like using project management phases, it's because project is managed into what we call phases. So if
Yeah,
you
the
don't
five
understand,
phases,
yes.
the five phases: initiation, planning, executions,
Uh-huh.
monitoring, and control, and data closures.
Yes, exactly. Those phases. Each and every project must undergo the 5 phases. There is no project that won't undergo the 5 phases. So this
Okay.
this software or this program is developed by what you call the Microsoft. It is for Microsoft. If you
Okay.
look at the tabs, they are what we call similarities. Like the way you use Word, the way you use Excel, there is home, there is new, there is open, there is what you call save as, print. So it's something that is familiar to all of us if you have done those packages. So it's something that is not so new when it comes to open, save as, print, share. It's not something that is completely new to us.
Yeah, because all these things are all in SS as well.
Yeah. So now this program that we are going to use here, we are going to use it in two ways. Number one, we can run a project from scratch. We can develop a project from scratch. Number two, we can come up with a template and customize the template to fit our project. So we are going to look at it in two ways. One, use of the templates. Number two, from the blank page where we come up with a project from scratch. I don't like using templates, especially for those students who are very new to the program. And I normally use the templates towards the closure of the course, or maybe towards the completion of the course, so that at least you
Okay.
understand how to manipulate the program, how to come up with a good schedule, how to come up with a good program for the implementation of the project. So if you look at it, you may feel that it is very familiar to you because it has similarities also with Excel. So the interface is almost the same as that of Excel. So if I come here, for example, and I open, Excel, let's say Excel, you see the color is almost the same as that of project. Actually, the same. So
Yeah, sure. It's almost the same.
yeah, almost the same. So let me open Excel, and you see even Excel has what you call the templates. And you see there is the templates here. The templates are here. So same
Yeah.
as to project, it has templates. So they're almost the same, only that this one is meant for project management. What you can see on the screen is now what you call the interface. These are the templates. These ones are the templates. You can see more templates, but you can only see them if your laptop is connected to the internet. So if it is offline, you may not be able to see the templates. So if it has
Oh, you
internet,
couldn't. Come, I'm sorry. You can only see the template MS project only when your laptop is connected to the internet, right?
correct.
Did okay.
So are you able to see the templates when you open your program?
I tried searching the program. I don't know what he said because the whole day I'm gonna touch my laptop on the NAM. I've really been busy.
Mhm.
Let me try it again and see.
Search project, then it is going to pop up.
Okay, mutual network is not corresponding with my laptop now. But let me continue. I will check it out. I'm still searching the network.
Okay, all right. So these are the templates. And if you want to start a project from scratch, we normally start from this point here. If we want to start from scratch, this is where we click new and we open a new blank page here. We work from scratch all the way to developing a schedule. If there is an existing project, you can open it from this point. If there is a project that you have been working on, this is where you can be able to get it. So for the templates, they are here. You can select any template depending on what you are doing. For example, if you are developing a project budget, you can decide to select this template. If you are in construction, you can decide to come up with maybe use this template for construction, and you just customize it. Those who are in ICT or software developers
Yeah.
can pick
Yeah.
this,
Okay.
and those who are in research.
Yeah, I spent this later already.
Mhm.
Sorry, I forgot you. I said, yeah, I've seen it already. I've been display project 2016.
Sorry.
I've seen it already. I've seen the project 2016. I've been display. I've seen it and I opened it already as well.
Okay, 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 okay. Then those who are
Yeah.
in business, those who are in you look at the template that normally fits what you are doing. So they are here. Some may not be applicable, some may be applicable. So that is why I prefer what we call the starting from scratch. So before I talk about
Okay.
the maybe the opening a blank project, maybe let me take you through the interface first. And I want you to focus on my cursor. I hope you're able to see my cursor on the screen.
Yeah, I'm seeing it clearly.
So I want you to follow where my cursor is. Can you see this?
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
So we have two types of scheduling because when you use Microsoft project, you are simply coming up with a schedule on how you are going to implement the project. Now we have two ways of scheduling the project. Number one is what you call the auto scheduling. Number two is what you call the manual scheduling. If you remember, when I was taking you through the theory class, I told you that there are some answers. There are some questions that the program cannot answer for you. It is up to you to answer to those questions to the program. For example,
Yeah, sure.
we said the program doesn't know the project that you are doing, doesn't know the task, doesn't know the duration, doesn't know the what, even the resources and even the budget. So you are the one to sit down and come up with everything. Then you leave the program to do the rest. For example, when you define the task name, you define the project, you define the start date, you define the duration, then the system can now be able to come up with a complete schedule. So that is those are three ways in which we can schedule the tasks. The other
I've
part,
seen manual
mhm,
scheduling and auto scheduling.
yes, this one and this one.
Okay.
There are two types. So when we are keying in the activities here, we normally use manual. You put the activities the way you want, you indicate the duration, you tell the system when the project is going to start or when the project started, like that. Then you auto schedule the activity and the system can configure everything. So those are three ways in which the task should appear on your screen. So I want you also to follow my cursor. Can you see this workspace here?
Yeah, I'm seeing a process roaming around.
So if you look at this workspace, this is where the bars are going to appear. The bars, we normally call them Gantt chart. They normally show you the length in which the project is going to take, or the duration in which the project is going to take. So the length of the bar because we are going to see them. The length of the bar is equivalent to the to the duration of that activity. What am I saying? This is what I'm saying. If I put task A here, let me, or task B, or task G, let me use task G. If I put task G there at the top, then I put task H there, then I define the duration for task H as 2 days, and this one I define it as 3 days. You can be able to see that there is something greenish that is popping up on your right hand side. Can you see that?
Yeah, I'm seeing it on the Gantt chart.
So if I press my cursor on the greenish bar here, so there is a message that is popping up. There is a message that is popping up. And if you look at the length of this bar here, the length of the bar, it is Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday and Wednesday. That is Tuesday and Wednesday. Those are 2 days, equivalent to the duration of task H. Task H
Yes.
is 2 days. The length of the bar is equal to this duration. So this workspace here is going to show us all the bars related to each and every task that you are going to undertake here. So this is the place for the Gantt chart. So there is a bar here that you can be able to use to be able to adjust and see the bars. So you can just slide this. It is a slider. Do you have a mouse?
No, I don't have a mouse.
You might be forced to look for a mouse because for your work to be very easy, you need maybe a mouse. For my case, I normally use a mouse when you are dealing with the software. In mechanical engineering, I know you have, for example, AutoCAD for technical drawings, isn't it?
Yeah,
AutoCAD,
AutoCAD. I don't
ArchiCAD,
know AutoCAD. New engineering drawing. I've not done use AutoCAD.
for engineering drawings.
Yeah.
So you may be required to maybe to look for a mouse that can be able to help you to make your work more efficient. So this bar is going to help us to understand what is going to happen here. Then I want you still to follow my cursor here. There is what we call shortcut. Can you see where my cursor is? Just below
Yeah, I'm
this
seeing where.
slider here. That is where
Yeah,
I
I'm
am.
seeing. Yeah.
So there is the first option is for reporting. This one here is for reporting. So if I
Mm-hmm.
click this, it is for what? Blank report. So like now, I don't have any report because so far we have not come up with anything on the workspace. So the report is still blank, cannot be able to display anything. Then there is number 2, we have resource sheet. So there is no any
Yeah.
project that will operate or a project that will be implemented without resources, either money, either material, or maybe human resource. So when you click this one here, it looks like a wire mesh. It's going to open this. So you see this is like an Excel sheet. It's like an Excel sheet. So when you open Excel sheet, like this one is an Excel sheet that I'm displaying. So if I go back to the project, you're able to see that this is what? Like an Excel sheet. But we normally
Yeah.
call it
So
resource sheet.
okay.
So don't worry about whatever that is here uh,
Yes.
because we are not yet there. So this wire mesh is going to take us to this sheet here. So we can be able to add all our resources the way we want. We can come up with a cost for each and every activity. If there is an overtime for the project, we can be able to place it there. If there is maybe material, if you are talking about material, you can put them there. So let me go back to where we were. So this wire
So
mesh
I
is for
can you please explain about the overtime of the project? What do you mean overtime of the project?
overtime.
Yeah, what the project?
Oh, don't worry about the overtime. The overtime is meant for those people who are working. For example, if you're supposed to work for 8 hours in a day and you exceed with the 2 hours, what is on top of what you're supposed to, or on the number of hours that you're supposed to work, is what we are calling overtime. Remember, in a project, we normally have overtime. Some people will extend and extend and extend if there is what? There is extra income that you're earning when you extend the number of hours. Apart
Okay.
from that, there is something we call the team planner. You plan for the team because we'll be dealing with the team here. So we are going to bring all the resources, monetary resources, material resources. We have human resources. So we must plan for the team. So there is a team planner here. We are going to interact with it later. Then there is what you call the task ID here. You're able to see this is what you call the task ID column. It is popping up here. So when you click this, it is bringing you to this point here. So when you add the activities here, you'll be able to see numbering here. There is a certain numbering that is taking place here on this far end here. So if I add, for example, let's say K or H again, so it is going to give us number 3. If I add G again, it's going to give us number 4. So this is what you call the task ID column. The task ID column ID. We have the task mode.
Okay.
Yeah, task ID column is here. This one is the task ID. And it is the one that is going to determine what you call the predecessors. You remember the theory class we talked about dependencies or predecessors?
Yeah.
Yeah, we said we have 4. We mentioned 4. We mentioned what we call FS.
FS,
Mm-hmm.
F, FF,
Those ones.
SS.
Yes,
Yeah.
those ones. So those ones will be determined by this, the task ID. Then apart from that, we have now the interface itself. And there is something that is at the far end here. See where my cursor is? Can you see it?
Yeah, I'm seeing.
Yeah, just below here. If you want to zoom in, if you want to zoom out, but you can only
For
zoom
that,
out the Gantt charts,
okay.
the bars. So you can zoom in, zoom out. So once we start adding the activities here, we are going to activate this. It's going to be active. All right. So that is the taskbar. That is what we have on the taskbar. Then I want you to look at where my cursor is again. And you see where it is?
Yeah, so
There is the Gantt chart here and there is the timeline here. Can you see it?
yeah, I'm seeing it.
So this part here is what we are now calling the Gantt chart. This part here, this part here that has a Gantt chart is this. Then there is the timeline here. Timeline is here. The timeline is here. So this timeline here, will actually indicate the duration in which the project will take, the start date and the end date of the project. So at least you are able to see what is happening. For example, today is on 29th. Then it is telling us the activities are going to end on 30th. Why? Because that is what we have indicated here. 2 days, this one. But don't worry about this because it's going to activate once we start adding real tasks on the workspace.
Okay.
So there is a way we can manipulate this timeline here. So when you select the timeline, it's going to activate a tab. So if I don't want to see the timeline, there is a way I can hide the timeline. If I don't want to see this, I'll show you later how to do that. But if I want the timeline to have a different color, It is the same way we normally add color in Microsoft Word. So the
Because of
date,
Excel.
so I don't know whether you can see there is the reddish color here, bolded.
Yeah, I'm seeing the reddish colors there.
I want
It's
to
been
change now
bullet.
the background, so I can change the background. I'll just use this. Maybe I can pick a color there. This one I can pick orange if I want orange. I'm now making my program or my interface to look nice. I can pick, maybe I like green so much because of the environment. I can pick a more lighter green like that. So now this is what you are calling the timeline. So it is this bar that is running or showing you the duration of the activities. So after each and every activity, once we start even linking the activities, separating the task from main tasks, so it's also going to add something here at the top. We are going to see it. So anytime when you are working with this program here, it is recommendable that the workspace should have the Gantt chart and timeline. The Gantt chart and timeline. So it's not obvious that you have the Gantt chart here in timeline. It's not obvious. So after that, there is what you call now the ribbon. The ribbon is here at the top. We have the ribbon here, and we have different tabs. Can you see different tabs?
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to look at, actually we are going to cover 99.9% of all this that is under each tab here. So for the file, it's the normal file of like printing, saving. If you want to share, to export, it is the same. So that one is, I know you are familiar with this because you've been using a laptop.
Yeah.
Now for the task, maybe you are not familiar with the task. There's a lot that you are going to cover. So for each and every tab here or sub tab, there is what you call the groups. What do I mean by the groups? For example, under task group, we have different items inside the tasks here. So inside
Okay.
insert, we normally call it insert group. These are groups. They are grouped. So we have editing group, we have properties group, we have insert group, we have task group, we have schedule group, font group, we have the other one. For the resource, the same. We have assignment group, insert group, properties group, and we have leveling group. For the reporting is the same. We are going to have this group we are calling the view reports, and we have different types of reports that we normally generate in project management. So we're also going to look at those reports that we normally generate in project management. Then under the project tab, there is a lot of work that we normally do under this project tab here. It has what we call properties. So we'll focus so much on properties, schedule, and status. So under the project tab, we'll focus on properties, schedule, and status. Adin and the rest, we are not going to focus with them. They are not that crucial to us as project managers. Then we have view tab. It has a lot that we are going to cover. View tab, because when you're even doing presentation for your work, maybe you have come up with a schedule, you are presenting maybe in front of the top level management, then you may consider using view because it will show you different types of interface. Here we have the task view, we have the resource view. I normally explain each and every part when we start learning. For now, I'm just mentioning what is on the ribbon. Then we have the data. there is the zoom, there is the split view. You just make yourself familiar with what you are doing. Then help, we may not consider this so much. Maybe there is the other part, which is the Gantt chart. So we are going to look at the task tab, the file tab, we must look at it. It has a lot of function when it comes to MS Project, task, resource, report, project, view, and Gantt chart. So those are the things that you expect to learn all through. Gantt chart, view, project, report, resource, task, and file. So
I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not saying contract. Yeah, I thought
mhm,
I'm seeing file. I'm seeing tags. I'm seeing resource. I'm seeing report. I'm seeing format.
mhm,
And project. I'm seeing view. I'm seeing format. But
mhm.
I'm not seeing
This
anything like help. I'm just seeing format. I'm not seeing help. I'm
mhm.
not seeing contract.
Oh, Gantt chart. Don't
Oh
worry.
no.
It's because have you typed anything here inside the workspace?
Yeah. As you wait, I'm typing. I'll type G and sub H.
Okay, okay.
There
Don't worry.
2 days. As you are working, I'm also doing my on my laptop.
It will activate itself once we
Oh,
start adding. Yeah.
okay, well, the face. Okay.
So
Yeah, one more thing. We'll go for looking for the grouping astronaut. I know it was on the task. I don't see the group.
mhm.
Yeah, didn't follow that. Where do
Task.
we locate the group?
Mhm.
The grouping you're mentioning in the ribbon. Where do we locate it?
Oh, this. Oh, okay. Now, so this ribbon that we are having here. So I was saying there are these groups because if there is like a line cutting across that is separating one group with each other. Can you see the line that is running across vertically? This one, there is this one, there is this one, this one. Can you see the vertical lines?
Oh no. I'm seeing it, but it's deactivated. It's called a manual. The line is separating is honor.
Mhm.
It's in blue, in sky blue, which is manual scheduling. We're talking about auto scheduling. They are
Mhm.
all in.
Oh
You're
yeah,
talking
these
about
are under now this group we are calling task.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. On a tax, you have a manual scheduling, auto scheduling, they are all deactivated. They are not working. As
Oh, they are
it's
not
been
working,
working
huh?
with you. Yeah, they are deactivated.
Okay, yeah. So you can be able to see the task mode here. So when
Yeah,
you
I'm
click
seeing the
the
task
task
mode.
mode, it's now going to activate this.
Come again. I'm gonna click the task mode.
When you select the task mode, you place your cursor here. That's why I was telling you that you may need a mouse. And you see where I'm pointing.
Okay, it's activated already.
So when you select that, it's going to open
So
automatically.
so the manual scheduling and auto scheduling are considered the grouping.
Yeah,
That's why I didn't understand.
yeah, they are part of the group and the task.
Okay.
Yeah, and you remember we have them here.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
So you can access them from this part or this part here.
Okay.
But I like this one here.
They all work the same way, right?
Mm.
Okay.
So maybe the other part that we can look at is this file here. It's very, very important. And specifically what we call the options. So when you go to file, specifically go to options. It's very, very important. So when you click the
Okay.
options, it's going to pop up a
Okay.
window.
Yeah, I'm seeing the window.
So
Seeing
the,
screen tab star.
mhm. So the window is the general. We normally call it general option one.
For working with project, yeah.
So this one, the reason why I've actually put this show features description in screen tips, it's because when I place my cursor here, there is a message that is popping up. When you place your cursor on anything on the screen, it's going to pop up a message. Can you see?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
And if you're not familiar with the program, it's also good to select that option, such that when you place your cursor here, it's going to tell you what is in that particular item, like that. So this is what you call the screen tips, like that, like that, like that. You place your cursor anywhere. So we go back again. We normally call it the back view settings. We are doing back view, or it's like what you normally call behind the scenes. The back view settings option again. So we are still in this tab we are calling general. We are going to look all the tabs up to this point. Even advanced, even customizing the ribbon, we can look at it. So for the general, we have agreed that we select the first option. But once you advance and you keep using the program, you may decide not to activate this part here because maybe you are familiar with what each and every item has. Then the default view, this is what I was telling you, that this workspace here should be in timeline and Gantt chart. Gantt chart and timeline, this one, this option here, Gantt chart with timeline. There are various options, but it is recommendable that you use Gantt chart with timeline. There is just Gantt chart without timeline, but let's have Gantt chart with timeline. So you can select whichever option you want, but
And all the options work well, right?
yeah,
The bar rule of the calendar, the description network diagram, and so on. They all work the same way, right?
yes, and we're also going to look at them here. As we continue, all of them, we are going to look at them in one way or the other.
Okay.
So we pick the first, this option, Gantt chart with timeline. Then the date format, you can pick whatever format that you like, but I normally prefer this format here. That is the day, date, month, and year. That
Yeah.
is
This
Wednesday.
one.
Mhm,
Okay.
that one. The other one is personalize your copy of Microsoft Office. Maybe you can have,
But the date is not set on the side. Today's Wednesday, January
yes,
2020.
when
It's not
date,
set.
that is day, date, month, and year.
Okay. It's just example.
That should be default. Then username, you can put whatever username that you want. For
That's example.
mm, then in issues, you can put anything that you want here.
I can put my name as anything I will do, right?
Yeah, could be a name, could be maybe something that you like. You can just put it there. Then you put the initials here. It's not a must be your name. Could be a letter.
Okay.
Yeah. Then there is this part where we have the office background. We have colorful. So this one will actually change the interface. For example, colorful has different colors. Can you see there is green, there is white, there is gray. There is a mix of colors on the interface. So maybe if you want black, you can just select black and maybe you say okay. Where is okay? Okay is here. You see it has changed.
Dark gray, right?
Yeah. So when you change
Uh,
you can pick the color that you like.
Already.
Yeah, you can pick the
So,
color that you like.
alright, I changed myself. I changed. So anything I do, what you should create okay to
Mm,
make changes.
yeah. So
Okay.
I can go back again. I don't like this dark color here.
Hmm.
Let me use the colorful
Yeah, not good.
part like that.
Okay,
Let
you
me
want to change the
retain.
color.
Mm, let me retain that one. We go back again to general option one again. So this is general option one. I think there is nothing left there. We go to display. Display. Which kind of calendar do you use? Is it
Coming.
Gregorian calendar?
He asked me which color do I want to use.
Your country, you use
This
Gregorian, yeah?
for my country, I use three colors:
Mm-hmm.
red, white, and blue.
Oh yeah, then I think you use this. I think in Africa, But Ethiopia, I normally hear that they don't use Gregorian. I don't know the kind of calendar they normally use.
Okay. But on a display, right? We're on a display. We say
Yes, this one.
Gregorian. What is called Gregorian? Is a color? Is
Yeah,
a
it is a
calendar or is a color?
it's a calendar. It's a calendar. The normal calendar that you have in your country is the same as it's called Gregorian.
I'm also seeing Hijiri calendar, Sita Ways calendar.
Yeah,
Yeah, these are
this
different
one.
calendars.
Can you see this
Yeah,
one that I'm displaying here?
yeah.
This one
So
is
this is
Gregorian.
a Gregorian calendar, right?
Yes, yes. This one
That
is Gregorian.
Gregorian calendar.
So we pick that one because that is what you normally use. I don't know about the rest, but like this one, maybe it is used in Asia. I don't know. This
Okay.
Buddhist calendar, I think it is maybe China, Korea, Japan, those Asian countries.
Mm, yeah, sure. In the Middle East, maybe some of the
This one, I
Asian
don't know
country.
where it is used. I don't know this one, Hijiri, I don't know where it is used.
Then I'm seeing currency option for the project.
Yes, yes. Now, for your case, you normally use which currency? LR
I
what?
use ARO, which is Liberian dollars. I also use United States dollar, which is US dollars. So I
Mhm.
use two currencies.
Let me check whether your currency is here. This one, right?
Yeah,
RLD.
ARD.
LRD, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah, but for our case, we
ARD.
normally use Kenya shillings. Case. These Kenya shillings.
Okay. So I have to search for mine, right? But
Yeah,
I'm not seeing AR,
uh,
ARD. I'm
this
not
one.
seeing it.
This one. Liberian
Still
dollar.
searching. So
So,
I will still scroll down and see if I can see ARD.
so you can use that. Sometimes we use dollars, US dollars. There is even Ugandan shillings. Tanzanian shillings is here.
So yeah, in Tanzania, Uganda, you share the same currency.
Zimbabwean is this one is what? Is it Zambian kwacha or what? ZMW. I think that one is
That,
for Zambia or Zimbabwe.
uh, I don't really know.
But most for the for uniformity, we normally prefer US dollars.
Oh, you people can use US dollars in your country?
Yeah, we use dollars here even in Kenya. That is why
Come again,
even
say dollar.
majority of our courses, if you look at them even from the site, for example, when you go to the site, they are in terms of dollars.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Okay.
dollars
So
cut across all the countries.
in relation to this, I'm seeing currency which are changing to ARD. I'm also seeing placement. I'm also seeing symbol.
Yes, yes, yes.
So on the placement and symbol, what do I do there?
Now,
Placement and symbol.
let me select your currency and show you. Like, for example, LRD. If I pick LRD, that means automatically it is converted into dollars.
Okay.
So, is this what you use? The symbol of your currency is in this US dollars?
Yeah, that is a symbol of my country. Sure, that is a symbol.
Mm.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
decimals, you can have two, because currency we normally talk about two decimals, two decimal places.
So the two decimal places. Okay.
That one is okay.
All right.
So for my case, let me stick to my my Kenya shillings here. Let me use Kenya shillings. For your case, you can just work with your currency.
Okay.
So that is case. Where is case? Case is here. You see now, ours is KSH.
Yeah, it changed already.
Mm. So the rest you can just leave them. But maybe
Yeah,
if
the rest I have to show indicator and option buttons for
mm,
resource assignment edits to start and finish and so on. So
the,
what do we do with this?
once you do that, remember to hit OK. So if you want entry bar, I don't like this bar here. Let me show you what it is. Let me put the bar and hit OK. Can you see there's something that has appeared here?
The bar. Let me go to entry bar. Let me hit it and see. Let me
Yes, the
press
entry
OK. Hit
bar,
the,
like the Excel bar, this one. This one.
yeah, this is what happened.
The entry bar. I don't like the entry bar because I normally feel that it is squeezing my space here. So that
So
is most of the time I normally avoid it. I just
so the entry bar is come again. It can do what to your space.
Yeah, it normally squeeze my space. I want you to check what we have here on the timeline, this one.
Okay.
So if I put the entry bar, let me show you what happens if I put the entry bar. Display, I put the entry bar. You see, it normally squeeze or push my timeline towards the bottom part. Okay, you can have it. There is no harm of having it, but I don't like it, my case.
Okay.
So I can just do away with it. I don't like it. So I'll go back to option, that is the back view settings. Then display part, then I'll do away with the bar and hit OK.
So
So
what about on the option of get scheduling? After display, we get scheduling and so forth. We
mhm,
get scheduling. We get schedule. We get proofing. We get save and normal save. We
mhm.
get language. We get fonts. We get custom algorithm. We get quick access to by which I know. But the schedule is either auto scheduling or what?
For the scheduling,
Can we talk about?
this one is also
Okay.
important. It's actually general. We normally call it general option 2. General option 1
Yeah.
this, general option 2 is this.
Okay.
And this is very, the reason why we are doing the back view setting, because there is no any project that you can sit and schedule if you have not done what we are doing behind the scenes. You know why?
No.
Sometimes you may be told that the week is starting on Monday, or the week is starting on Friday, or the week is starting on Saturday. It will depend. So you must come back to the schedule and maybe select when the week is starting. Some people will say that their week normally starts on Monday. Others
Yeah.
will say that their week starts on Sunday. If you are in
For me,
accounting field,
my week in Liberia, working normal working week is Monday. So I will
Monday.
select Monday, right?
Yeah, you see now. So your week starts on Monday, so you can decide to maybe start there.
Okay.
So for my case, me my week normally start on Sunday. Now, if you are, for example, you are doing budgeting, especially for the government, or maybe you are coming up with a schedule for the government project. So sometimes you may be told that the fiscal year for the government normally starts in July. But for majority of many organization or majority organization, the fiscal year starts in January. That is what you call the accounting year. Do you normally file taxes in your country? End of the year taxes or returns?
Tax?
Tax. Do you have taxes in your country?
Yeah, you mean vehicle taxes, right?
Tax, yes.
TVSTSXY, right?
Yes, even the VAT. Actually the VAT, the value added tax. How does the government collect
I'm
revenue
not.
from your country?
Oh yeah. The government collect revenue through
Mhm.
they call it ARA. It's through an entity called ARA, which is Liberia Revenue Authority. They collect
Oh,
revenue.
ours is
Yeah,
KRA. Our,
yes. I mean yes.
yeah, Kenya Revenue
It's
Authority.
yearly. Oh, for ours it's ARA, Liberia Revenue Authority. But
Okay.
for the company I work with, the
Mhm.
fiscal year is from April to March.
Oh, April to March. Oh, now you see, now that is why I was telling you that the fiscal year normally depends. So you must be very keen.
Yeah. As I was saying, the company I work with is from April to March. It's a
Okay.
fiscal year. But for
Okay.
Liberia national, it's January to December. in
Okay.
other organizations in the country. Yeah.
All right. So ours start in January, the fiscal year, and also.
Yeah, I do for like
Mhm.
show is
Okay.
that from January to the end of the year. That's the fiscal year.
Yeah. So now there is what you call the default time. You have employees, or maybe you have your colleagues. Uh, do they report at 8 a.m. in the morning? Do they report at 7 in the morning? Do they report at maybe 6 in the morning? So this is the point where you can adjust the time. They start
Yeah,
working
for my
time.
colleagues, we have two working schedule. For example, we have people work 12.5 hours daily.
Mm-hmm.
We have people work 10.5 hours daily. For me, I work every day 12.5 hours every day.
Okay.
We have people work 10.5 hours
Mm-hmm.
daily. So people work 12.5 hours for
Mm-hmm.
6 days.
Mm-hmm.
They get people work 10.5 hours for 5 days.
Okay.
Yeah. So the people that work 12.5 hours for 6 days, they have
Mm-hmm.
3 days off to go rest. Then people
Oh,
work
okay.
10.5 hours,
Mm-hmm.
5 days, they have 2 days off to go rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
for
so how can they be applied in this? If I'm having two groups
yeah,
and they are focusing on the project and they are having separate working days or schedules, how do I sort it out?
so that means you have two projects here because they have two working schedule.
Okay, so I have to split the project into two, right?
Yeah, you have to separate the project into two because the schedule is not the same.
But the tax and the project title will remain the same, but only the schedule will not be the same, right?
Yeah, the schedule will not be the same.
Okay, I see.
So for our case here in Kenya, majority of the organization, the start time is 8 a.m. in the morning. Then there is 1 hour lunch break and maybe 30 minutes tea break. That is from 10 to 10:30. Then lunch break is from 1 to 2, and you work for 8 hours in a day. And of course, you are going to work for 5 days in a week. So that is why it is totaling to 40. 8 hours in a day, 5 days in a week, times five, that is 40. So per month, 20 days in a month, because you are working for 5 days in a week, multiply by 4, which is the number of weeks. That is 20.
And for here in Liberia, we work. Every employee must cover
Mhm.
according to the Liberian labor law. They must cover 48 hours according to decent work act.
40?
There is 48 hours per week. You
Oh,
must cover 48 hours per
oh,
week.
okay, okay,
So what I can if you reach the 48 hours per week, what I can after is considered overtime. But
oh,
the priority
mhm.
is you must reach 48 hours. So
Oh,
that's the schedule in
okay,
Liberia.
oh,
According to the Decent Work Act that were being signed passed by the Liberian legislature
mhm,
2015,
mhm.
which is called the Decent Work Act 2015. It says that each worker must work 48 hours a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For our
Whether private
case,
sectors or
mhm.
government sector, that is the time that they should work for 48 hours in a week to reach the 48 hours
Mhm.
normal workings and the labor law.
Okay.
Yeah.
For our case, according to the labor laws, we normally call it labor laws and industrial relations. You're supposed to work for 8 hours in a day, maximum 8 hours. If you go beyond 8 hours, now that becomes the overtime. And you're not supposed to work more than 8 hours in a day. But if you work, then you're supposed to be paid for the number of extra hours. So if you look at this program here, uh, especially the scheduling options, can you see the task created are manually scheduled? That is what we agreed. When you enter the task, it's supposed to be in manual mode.
So I'm sorry, I'm going back again.
I'm saying,
I left the yeah.
that when you enter the task, for example, if I enter task H, it's supposed to be in manual. You see now the task
Yeah,
mode
okay.
is manual. There is a
Yeah,
pin.
okay. Mm-hmm.
This pin represents manual scheduling. If I change this, if I put it into auto scheduling, that then the pin is supposed to disappear and bring a bar with
Oh,
an
okay.
arrow. So this is what we mean by this, that the new tasks are created manually scheduled. This is what I mean here on the
So
screen.
so let me ask you, what is the difference between the manual scheduling and the auto scheduling
The
in
auto
MS
scheduling,
Project?
the auto scheduling, you cannot be able to adjust it. Now it is what the system has given you. The system has already configured based on the data that you have fed the system. You know that is its work. You tell the system, I have the following task, 10 tasks. Each task is going to take these days, these days, these days. You only define the start date only. The rest the system will do for you. You're going to see it.
Oh, okay.
You just
So
define
so
the go on.
so it sounds that the auto scheduling is easier to work with because just putting the data and the system will define it, everything for
Yes.
you, right?
Yeah. But you see, without telling the system what the activities are and the duration and the start date, the system cannot be able to configure.
Okay.
You're going to see that. Then the rest, if you are given duration in days, then you can have duration in days. Auto schedule task should start on what you call the project start date. Don't just put the current date, just put when the project started. This is defining
Okay.
when the project started. The current date is today.
Okay.
So
So
we
you
don't,
put that the when the project started, right?
yes, you put that date. For example, our
Uh,
case, we are going to define when this project is going to start. So you can enter duration. You see this duration here on the screen, this one?
yeah, I'm seeing days, I'm seeing hours, I'm seeing fixed minutes.
Exactly. So we can work with hours, minutes, weeks, months. But most of the time, we normally work with days and weeks. We don't talk about hours and minutes unless it's something
So
else.
let me see.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm seeing minutes, I'm seeing hours. In days, I'm seeing minutes, hours, days, week,
Weeks, months.
months, year. Okay.
Yeah, we
And
can.
in hours, any hour, the same thing I'm seeing it again as well in hours.
So
So
sometimes,
for duration, I'm seeing duration is enter in.
mhm,
I'm seeing this. Let's say work
this
is enter in. So what the difference between work is enter in and duration is enter in?
duration is when you are going to that time that you are going to take to complete an activity. Then hours is the number of hours that a human being or a machine is going to take in that particular project. We normally measure it in what we call hours. So, for example, you are telling me that in your case, you normally work for how many hours? Those hours. So that
Yeah.
is why
Okay.
work.
Let me give you an example.
Mhm,
Okay. In SAP when we can use SAP when we are creating work orders.
mhm,
If we have two-person executing the tasks
mhm,
and they had to take the duration is 6 hours.
mm,
So in SAP the work hours to be the duration is 6 hours for two-person executing the task. So inside will tell us that the work hours is 12 hours, which means
mhm,
the two-person, the number of people, which is two,
mhm.
times the duration, which is six,
Yes,
equal to the work hours. So I
exactly.
don't know if it is the same as MS Project.
Yeah, that is what it normally do. It looks at the number of hours that you're working, multiplied by the number of days that you're working, then multiply by the rate per hour for it now to give you the total cost of that particular activity or that work that you have done.
Okay. So
So, mhm.
okay. Yeah, go ahead, please.
So I don't think there is anything else we really need to look at that point for schedule. Um, Maybe what you can look at proofing, we don't need proofing because that is the normal proofing like the one that we have in a Microsoft project. Spellings and those things, uppercase, lowercase, we don't need those. Maybe what you can look at is customizing the ribbon. Customizing the ribbon is very, very important. In case, for example, you don't find the task on the ribbon, if you don't have task tab, you can just select the task tab. If it is here, you can move it on this part, then you save, and it is going to appear at the top here. But for my case, I think I have all the tabs. For example, I have tasks, I have the source, I have report, I have project. Like add-in, if I don't want add-in, I can just do away with add-in. I can just do away with add-in.
So adding and developer, you get adding and developer. What are they for?
I have not actually interacted with add-ins. Me, I have always thought that I don't know whether the advertisement or whatever. I have never thought about them. For
Okay.
developer, maybe it is from the maybe developing or customizing the ribbon. For example, you may decide to customize the ribbon. Let's say you add something in between project and view. If you want to add something here or to add or to increase the tabs here, maybe you can check here and bring it here. But I think this one, all these tabs have taken care of what we have on this side, because if you open this, you see there's some items here. You open this, you open this, you open this, you open this. There is what we call, we don't need the code. We are not developing the software. We don't need the codes. I think even the add-in are meant for those whatever types of when you are coding the program. We don't need the codes. So our interest is on how to run projects. We are not ICT experts.
Come again, you are now what?
We are not ICT experts.
Okay.
Yeah, so we don't need the codes. So that is what I wanted to mention here. Customizing
The ribbon,
ribbon.
the ribbon you're discussing the ribbon, I didn't get that part clear. On the customizing the ribbon.
Or so now, for example, if you want to add, let's say custom field, you can just select it and you click here. It will add itself on this side. If you feel this
Come
part
again.
is very important, this one, let's say
Okay.
customize the field, you feel that it is very, very important and you must have it on the screen, so you can just highlight it or select it and add it. But you really need to select where you are adding this customized field. For example, let's assume I'm adding it here. I need to select where, maybe I can create a new group here. Let's say, let me create a new group. This is a new group here. Let me customize the group. Let me try to add it there. You see it is in the new group. Let me add an email, and still under the new group, I add an email. Can you see the appearing here? I select the group again. Then I want to add, for example, something like this. I just add it. You see the appearing here. I can rename the group maybe. I need to rename the group. Let me call the group Sam. Let me call it your name. Or maybe let me call it M. So you see the group is now M. And I have added some items. Maybe I feel they are very, very important, or they are supposed to appear in the task. So I can just put them. But because I don't want them, let me just remove the group and hit OK. Then it will take me to the interface. So I think that is what we are supposed to cover on the general, the display, the schedule, proofing, not proofing, schedule, display, general, and what you call customized ribbon. For the advanced, maybe we may cover this later as we continue adding some items here. We may find ourselves maybe looking at it in other tabs, but for now it is not so important. So with the settings that we have made, we can now go ahead and do something now on the screen. Now the system is ready for us to start working on it.
So before going to the screen to start the working extent, I want to go back to the customer ribbon. How do we undo the task? Maybe Java you did, it
Mhm.
just add a task you want to remove it, you don't want to consider it. How do you undo it?
Or customize the ribbon.
Yeah, after customizing a ribbon and you place you name a group and you want to remove it, you don't need that
Oh,
group.
yeah. Okay, all right. Now, see where my cursor is? Can you see where it is?
Yeah,
So we have
sure.
new tab, we have new group, and we have rename. So I did add the group here. I just clicked the group, automatically the group appeared. So if I don't want it, I'll just do away with it. If I want to bring a new tab, maybe I can create a new tab here. You hit a new tab. So that means that tab will appear at the top here. So let me customize the tab first and show you what I mean. Let me call it M like that. Let me hit OK. Then I want to hit OK from this end so that you can see the tab. Where is it? Can you see the tab? It is here now at the top.
Yeah.
But below the tab, we don't have anything. So let's go back again and put something under that tab. So we go again, customize ribbon. We select then the new group. I want to add email. So can you see the email? Let me put something else. Under the new group, I want to put something else. Let me have project print preview is there. You can add anything. Maybe I can put what else can I put? Copy and paste. I can put it there. I can select format painter and add it there. Insert column, add it there. Linking the task, add it there. Leveling, add it there like that. Then I want to hit OK. Can you see now has content, email, it has print preview, copy, whatever that I have added. If I don't need it, I just go back again. I need to customize the ribbon. I need to select because I don't need it. I right click my mouse and remove it and hit OK. So it will disappear because I don't need it.
Alright, I seen it already. Thank you for that.
Okay.
Then we can move. We can to the contract. I want to zoom in as well as I have zoomed it in a way that I can see
Mhm.
the scheduling that would done the result.
Okay, all
In a
right.
way, what do I mean? Yeah, I zoom it too much. I can't see. I don't see it the way it's like on your screen.
Mhm. So we have
Yeah,
7 minutes to go.
we have how many minutes to go? 7 minutes.
7 minutes to go.
Okay.
So I want
Okay.
us to do something so that at least you can have something to do at your own free time.
Okay. No problem. I appreciate.
There is something I shared through your email. Did you get it?
Yeah. Yeah. Assignments. I've seen assignments. So many assignments.
Practice, huh? Practice
Yeah. Yeah.
files.
Practice. Yeah. Practice assignment. Maybe I can look at. Maybe I thought doing one on news.
So I
See
want
for
us
my
to do
do.
one. I want us to do one so that at least at your own free time you can try to interact with them. So I will open 01. So project is divided. We normally say that a project is divided into four. What do I mean? So once you get the project, let's say you have been told, let's build a house, let's construct a bridge, or maybe let's do this kind of project. So there is something that you need to understand first, that project has what you call phases. That is number one. Number two, you cannot implement a project as a whole. You need to break it down into smaller parts that are implementable. Even when you're developing a program or a software, you normally develop by what you call parts. You come up with part one, you move to part two, part three, then you link all of them to give you the whole project now. So for our case, we are going to divide our project into what we call, we come up with the name of the project. After the name of the project, we come up with what we call phases of the project. After the phases of the
So
project,
it's where you make use of the WBS at work. You making use of the WBS, right?
yes, you can use
The
WBS
work
breakdown.
the work breakdown structure,
Mm,
right?
yes, you break it down
Okay.
using the WBS. So with the WBS,
Okay.
your work becomes easier. So
All right.
because here I only focus with what you call the major phases. For example, here I'll pick the major phases of the project. So this is the name of the project. Yeah, it's called bedroom refit. So I'll pick this and I'll simply paste it because I have it. Bedroom refit is the name of the project, so I'm supposed to delete that. I'll delete this, I'll delete this, I'll delete this, and I'll delete this. So I'll copy and paste because I have them here. You also have them. So you just copy and paste like that.
So the soft tasks, right?
No, they are the major tasks. They are the tasks now. The major tasks. The
Okay,
faces.
method task.
We can call them the faces. Actually, they can represent the faces. So from this, then you need to now apply your work breakdown structure here. This is where the work breakdown structure comes in. Because under planning, what do you have under planning? There are activities under planning. Let me just pick one or pick. Now we break down the task. That is number 2. So under planning, we have what? We have up to this
The
point.
scope. The scope.
Scoping, selecting style, deciding about the project manager, checking permission, fixing date, temporary accommodation. So how many are they? They are how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 activities here. So because I want to separate them, I'll simply select the activity that is below planning. Then I'll move how many steps? 6. For example, those are how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can highlight it again and insert. Maybe I can insert a task. Because I want to insert tasks and they are below planning, so I'll go back to planning again and I'll pick them and I'm supposed to paste them here. So you see they are here. There is up to temporary accommodation. So I can use a different color for you to see. You see they are there.
Yeah.
Then finance, we can go back to finance and check how many activities are under finance before you move to another major activity. Because planning is a major activity, finance is a major activity, contractors major activities. All those activities that are written in capital letters are major activities. The rest are minor because we have already broken down our project. So here we have 2 activities. We just copy them. You come here and insert. You can just insert 2 activities like that. You paste them there. But you also need to make sure that you have already inserted the activities. So there are 2 activities below finance. So insert them. Then I can try to paste now. They are now appearing here. That is estimating finance. You can adjust this. It is adjustable. So let me also use a different color. So you can do the same to this. Then what you are going to do, you do the same to everything here. Then you move to activity number 3. I want you to use your own duration sum here. And you see here.
Can we prescribe duration for this and just use it as a case study?
So for the scoping, you can pick any random duration. You can say scoping will take 3 days. This one will take 5. I'm using random days, random duration. This one will take 4 days, like that. So I would want you to use hypothetical days. And I want you to assume, because the first activity is this one, I would want you to say that the project started on, not today, the project started on 1st July. Can you see what has happened with the bar?
Yeah.
Now the greenish color, let me delete the date so that you can be able to see what has happened here. I don't know whether it will be able to delete the days. Can you see the bar is now greenish, very greenish. But if I define the duration, because this project is going to start on 1st, so I want your project to start on 1st of July. So you do not define the end date for the project. So you leave the system to do the rest. So if I change this into auto scheduling, then it will give me the date, the duration here. Let me still stick to manual scheduling so that I do not confuse you. Now, I hope you are able to see what I'm doing.
I'm following.
Now, I have already defined when the project started. So, don't worry about the duration for now. I mean, not the duration, the start date and finish date. So, I just want you to focus with completing this. You already have the practice files. And I want you to put hypothetical figures here. Hypothetical days, not figures. Is that fine? So from there, you need to save your work. For example, I'm going to save this. So save as the way we normally save. You need to save your work. For example, this one, I'm going to call it July intake. So I can use July intake. So I'll just name this July intake. July intake class. So let me save it in my videos. July intake class 2025. So I'll save it like that. So I already have the program. So I want to end my lesson at that point. Is there any question?
Okay, I understand this part. So they has to do the resource and others. If you want to continue the project, you can still go back there and insert the resource and the others, right?
But we are not focusing on resources. We first focus on the tasks and the duration. Only these two columns here. I just want you to focus on these two only for now.
Now I'm saying I'm not focusing on this for now. I'm saying if you want to, if you have set the project already, but if you want to insert resource and others there, you can still go back to the same project and insert the resource, right?
Very well, very well.
Okay.
So I'm also going to share with you this.